Hello, FFCC. My name is Jamie Dyer, and I'm the FFCC Education Chair, and I'm very excited to support you through this year with any questions, concerns, or possible ways to grow your students or yourselves as we move into the start of the season. With Premiere being just around the corner, I thought this would be a great time to talk about what Premiere will look like and what to plan for. First thing you want to do is set up your schedule for the day. Many groups will create an itinerary for their day to keep them focused, but also help the parents and students know exactly what the expectation is for them as far as where to be and what to be doing when they get there. Always give yourself plenty of time to arrive at the competition location. Traffic, flat tires, forgotten equipment, etc. are all variables in the day, so better to be planned for than rushing kids around in a stressful situation. When you arrive at the school, you will want to unload your equipment and floor to the proper areas as well as check in your unit. You can find on the FFCC website under Color Guard Events your specific contest and the layouts of the gyms and locations for your props and floor. Make sure to get these to the correct locations as well as checking the weather. You may need a rain tarp to cover your personal floor to not receive penalties for getting the FFCC show floor wet. When checking in your group, make sure you give the exact number of members that are there. If for some reason a student is sick, not there, you could possibly be penalized for taking their wristband when the count on the floor doesn't match your count of wristbands taken. Sound check is important and can be done on breaks. Check your contest schedule to see where there are breaks in the show that you can plan to be there for. If you have an iPod, it is important to know that you must have someone from your staff remain with the sound person to start it. Also, make sure everything is turned on airplane mode as to not receive a call or disrupt the music during the show. A CD can be given to the sound person and no one will need to be in charge of the music at this point, but please make sure it is labeled with your group name and check to make sure it plays in the sound system before your performance. If you have someone standing near the sound person, they can give directions to turn up or down the music, but this will not be received by staff sitting in the audience. Always check CDs for skips and have multiple copies and ways to play your music in case of an emergency. Make sure your music is downloaded and that Wi-Fi is not needed. Lastly, the sound table will also be where you find the announcer with your spiel sheets. Make sure that you have filled out your spiel sheets on the FFCC website so everything you want said about your group and titles will be stated accurately. Have your kids come inside and watch guards before they perform. Not only does this give earlier groups an audience to cheer them on, but it will give your members a feel of what the gym looks like, the rotation of getting the floor in and out, and where the front and back is. As you rehearse this week, make sure to take time to practice how to pull your floors in and out, as well as seeing if there are any other teams that can help support your setup so you meet all of your time requirements. Outside rotation is always optional for groups that feel they need more focus or a longer warm-up. Make sure to give yourself enough time to look around the school for an area that you can use to warm up that will not be a distraction to the show or taking away areas for paying spectators to gain access to and from the event. Your inside rotation includes movement, equipment, and holding. These times are a way to have a designated area that focuses your students away from the traffic of the show. Make sure to locate these areas on the map so you are not getting lost at the school searching for the location. If your unit is performing barefoot, make sure to have a plan of where you will leave your shoes and pick them up before holding and after their performance. During your performance, make sure to take advantage of our overview judges. They are there for you to offer more insight into your show as well as help with any concerns or questions you may have about what you have created. They will be sitting in the middle area of the bleachers when you are ready for your group to perform. After your performance, you will want to plan for folding your floor and putting away equipment. Have groups come back in and support more guards. The best way to motivate young groups is to have them look up to other members in groups outside of their own. Make sure you have someone, a captain or a designated member, to go down to retreat so it will start on time. As we move into awards, make sure to have a conversation with your students and parents about proper etiquette in the stands, during others' performances, and during the awards. How will your group handle success and goals being met or not met? Make sure the group represents your core values with how they handle themselves and the things they say and do around other teams and on social media. It never hurts to be overprepared. Have more than one way to play your music, bring extra flags and equipment, guard tape, safety pins, etc. Anything you could plan for now is best to have planned for. Lastly, wristbands. You will receive 1 director's badge and 7 staff bands. These wristbands are for staff and will allow them to watch your show from the front of the gym. All other shows that day, staff will see from the back sidelines unless they have purchased a ticket. This is important to let parents know if they end up with a staff band. Please have those conversations now with parents and staff so there is no confusion the day of the show. A great way to keep up with scores, schedules, and events is the FFCC Now app. Another great resource is our new educational series, Meet the Pros, where you can learn from others' perspectives as well as building your own on specific topics we all work through. If you have any questions this season, please contact me at jamie@ffcc.org. I would love to talk with you about your questions and areas to grow more as this year progresses. Great skill and wonderful shows to all of you as we start our new season.